Hello to everyone. I'm Vladimir Vlad, aka the Bulgarian Cowboy. Now we are trying to discuss one of the greatest matches that is set, and it's a UFC Portland event. The fight where Alistair Overeem is gonna cross gloves with Walt Harris. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a real war. It will happen in April, and looking back at this, I really got to say that I'm thrilled because of it. I'm super thrilled because Alistair Overeem, man, he's looking to bounce back with a win. And looking back at this, Alistair Overeem is one of the guys who definitely keep you occupied, who definitely make you love this sport. And I even started loving this sport so much, especially because of Alistair Overeem and because of his lovely clinching, his lovely fighting style. Alistair Overeem, he is known for that wrestling clinch. When I talked to Atrimis, one of the greatest fans of his, a former Strike Force and Dream heavyweight champion, well, he is just a man. He's a cool dude, actually. People say that he is very cool dude on social media, but he's a guy with tremendous level of experience. The guy who even fought for UFC heavyweight championship, where he was KO'd by Stipe Miocic, but he had ups and downs, victories over Mark Hunt, Fabricio Verdum, losses to Ngannou and Blades, then two wins over Sergey Pavlovich and Alexei Oleinik. In the end, he had a kind of controversial loss to Jairzinho Rosenstrike because there were only 4 seconds until the final bell, and Atrimis said that Alistair won that fight. I kind of agree. I would have never stopped the fight with 4 seconds left. That's just not me. But we are not the referees. And Alistair Overeem, he is known for that devastating Muay Thai background, devastating clinch, kickboxing background. So yeah, man, he was kneeing everybody. I mean, Chris Watts, Ken Sahimbas, they felt the power of Alistair's knees. Yusuke Imamura, even Todd Duffy. So yeah, this guy, Sergey Kharitonov too. Alistair Overeem was kneeing everybody, but he also has fantastic submission skills. So many submission victories, especially that nasty guillotine. He's blue belt in BJJ, but he's a strong, powerful dude. He even won a kickboxing tournament. You know that he defeated Badr Hari with a score of 45-18 and won no contest. He is one of the most serious fighters who have ever stepped inside the octagon. And definitely he is both good on the ground and in the stand-up, but he is better in the stand-up. You know what he did to Brock Lesnar at UFC 141. I mean, Alistair literally kicked his ass, and that's something I will never forget. I'm always grateful to Alistair Overeem for that. And then looking back at Walt Harris, the guy from Birmingham, Alabama, the big ticket, well, he basically comes from boxing with a score of 13-7 and won no contest. But Walt Harris, he had personal issues, and he was a furniture mover, and also worked for UPS prior becoming MMA fighter. And he after he married, he had big issues. You know what happened to Anya Blanchard, his stepdaughter. Unfortunately, the police discovered who did it, and it's kind of sad story. And I'm very sorry because that happened. I even cried that day when I found out because I love big tickets so much. And yeah, he scored a performance of the night 2 times versus Sergey Spivak and Alexei Oleinik. Now looking back at his career, he came to the UFC, as not much famous name with a score of 6-1, and even lost two first matches to Jared Rashkolt, Nikita Krylov, then defeated DJ Linderman, then lost to Swap LLA, defeated Cody East, lost to Shamil Abdurakhimov. He had so many ups and downs, but he's on a 3-win streak against Daniel Spitz, Sergey Spivak, and Alexei Oleinik, all via stoppages. Versus Andrei Arlovsky that he won via split decision, and the bout was overturned. That he got some kind of a suspension, and they believe the commission believed it was not intentional foul. And but now let me talk about the battle. Walt Harris is a devastating finisher. That's what I know about him. A world-class finisher, a striker from hell. That's how I like to call him. And if the fight goes standing, well, anything can happen. Alistair is a fan of a stand-up war, and Alistair and Walt are going to give us one of the best stand-up wars ever. If the fight goes to the ground, I believe Alistair has the advantage, and I doubt Walt Harris is going to go to the ground with him because he knows that Alistair even parried Alexei Olenek. You know who's Alexei Olenek in the world of grappling, and Alistair parried him easily. And I believe if the fight remains standing, we're going to watch an amazing match, and it could go either way. But if the fight is taken to the ground, I'd give advantage to Alistair Overeem. So, yeah, I believe Alistair Overeem has really better ground performance. His guillotine choke is very, very dangerous. His Americana is dangerous. His armbar is dangerous. Anything is dangerous with Alistair Overeem, and I believe this is going to be one of the greatest moments ever. And Alistair Overeem, I believe he has better transition game, better control game, and better sweep game. On the other side, Walt Harris is a super powerful puncher. He also has good kicks, which I didn't kind of expect to see that from him. He has good knees, which he showed in the match against Sergey Spivak, and he has that devastating overhand right. So let's see what happens. Can't wait for UFC Portland.